are some questions that I get repeatedly about the dies that we carry. And so I wanted to answer a few of those questions for you. So one of the first ones is, what machine do I need? As you can see here, I have, this one is like a no-name one I got off of Amazon. And I think these are the plates that go with it. They're all a little bit different, but really any die machine, this one's a Sizzix one, and these are the plates that come with the Sizzix. I think this thin one is the embossing plate, so I think it's just these two that come with the Sizzix. This is another one that I snagged. I wanted to test as many as I could to make sure that they would work. This is called the Gemini Mini, and by Crafter's Companion, and it comes with, this is the plates for it. They're just those two, or this kind of envelope thing that comes with it. I'm pretty sure this is, again, if you want to do the embossing with that one. And then this one is called a Bira Bira. It's sort of my favorite, but I don't know if that's just because I'm used to using it. I've actually, in demonstrating and going to shows, I have used up a Bira Bira. This is my second one. The Bira Bira, I've also used up some of these, some of the plates that go in it, but I have done it for hundreds of hours, so don't worry. The thing is to make sure that you read the instructions. For example, in the Bira Bira, you have to use plate B and plate C or it won't cut. And it's the same with the others. If you use on the Sizzix, if you use the Sizzix Sidekick, if you don't use these are the cutting pads right here. And if you don't use those, if you use the embossing pad, it won't work. And so make sure you look at your instructions for it, or Google some instructions if you happen to have picked up one of these at a estate sale or garage sale or something. Okay. The differences between them were really, I wanted to try lots of things. I've also got two different brands, a Beaver and a Sizzix in the 6x6, and I have the great big one, the crossover die system that's no longer manufactured, but it does work on those as well. The differences between these are that the Sizzix, I think, goes to 2.5 inches wide. Let me move them where you can, yeah. And the Bira Bira goes to 3 inches wide. And so it will work on slightly bigger dies. Okay, so how do they work? The first thing that you need to do is make a sandwich. The sandwich is a little bit different for each of your machines, but not substantially different. Let's cut a piece that we can work with. Okay, so we're going to put that down. You can fill the entire die thing, the entire block here. One of the tips that I would tell you is that it is a little bit helpful if you leave this the leading 1/2 inch empty. No wool, no dies. The reason is because that means that when it starts to feed through, it's feeding through just a little bit skinnier, and that makes it a little bit easier to coax it into going. Okay, so when I am feeding this, things that I do to help it go through are just to grab it. Now my thumb is on the back here pushing it through. Or sometimes I put it up against my shoulder, my stomach, you name it. Crank it through. Now, you don't have to put through that many at once. You don't have to fill the whole space. You can just do one at a time. Let's see. Let's put this one in. So you can go, I just want that one right there. Same thing. If you leave that front edge, that leading edge, empty, someone asked if you can do more than one layer of wool at a time. I have not tried it very many times, but I don't know that it would be successful because these dies are, you can see right here. See if I get it close, if it'll autofocus. Nope. You can see the little edge right here. This is not a sharp edge. Like it doesn't cut me. I've never tried, see if I could. It's more like a cookie cutter, but the part that sticks down for the cookie cutter is just really short right there. And I don't think that that is tight enough that it would do 2 at a time. So I wouldn't count on it. It's possible, but I wouldn't count on it. So what happens if you run it through and it doesn't cut all the way through? I'm going to tell you what to do because I'm not having a problem with these. The dies come with a die rescue kit. It looks like this. So you run it through the first time, it doesn't quite cut. Then, your instructions are right on here and you can watch the videos about it. If it doesn't cut cleanly, then the next step is to, when you send it through, is to put it through with a shim. This is the thinnest layer shim. And you can put it here so that it helps cut, or you can put it on top. That's not critical either way. Let's cut some little circles since we've got a strip here. So if we were to run it through and the first response that we got was that it didn't work, then I would put a shim on it. Don't put the shim underneath, it'll destroy your shims. You can put it on top, or you can just make it so that it's a little bit thicker going through like this. If that doesn't work, continue to work your way up to what does work. What you've got here is your instruction sheet. You've got 2 thin ones, 2 thin cardstock, 2 thick cardstock, and your chipboard on the back. And that adds quite a bit of thickness right there. You should be able to find something that when you're putting it through will take care of the problem. Let's try putting this where you can see it and going again. Let's go. Okay, I didn't need it, but that's what it works like. Okay, let's take that die off. And there are those itty bitty. Now see, not having to cut all of those, and you saw how fast they were. That is the amazing thing about the dies. We have a lot of different styles of them. Now, the other question I will get is, well, will it cut fabric? The answer to will it cut fabric is yes, it will cut fabric, but you have to have a stabilizer on the fabric. I have little bottles of the stabilizer fabric, or the stabilizer for the fabric. It is one of the commercially available versions of it is called Material Magic, like material, only leave off the ma. Just Material Magic. You spritz it on and iron it, and it will make your fabric go from acting like it's soft hand to being like a piece of paper, more like a piece of paper or like a piece of cardstock. But if you will apply the Material Magic and iron it, now there are warnings on the Material Magic that say that it can change the color of your project. I have used it and demoed it all over the Western United States, and I've have people always say, well, I can't tell a difference. I didn't change it enough that I can tell a difference on the fabric. And if you wash it, then the hand will go back to what it was before. So we have these dies in hexes. If you need to cut hexes, you can cut your papers out of the one size and your fabric out of the other size. And you can cut fabric that way if you want. You can also cut fabric circles with it. You just have to use that Material Magic first. Our most popular dies are these 2 sets, our big circles and our circles. So the circle dies, you can see on this one, there are 6 different sizes. They start at a 1/4 inch and go up to 1 inch, and they are in strips like this, so that just like this one that I showed you, so that you can have an efficient use of your fabric when you're doing it. Like you saw how I took that one little strip and got those. And then the big circles are all independent. They start at 1 1/4 and go up to 3 inches, and they're each by themselves. So you can see some of these in the background where I cut the circle and then I cut a circle out of the inside of it. Okay, so those are our 2 most popular sets. And like I said, they'll work in any machine that will cut the thin. I think Sizzix calls their version thinlets, but any of them that'll cut the thin metal dies will work great. Okay, let me know if you have any questions.